Talk about this, just the spring in general, Phil. How you feel the offense progressed?
You know, the spring this year was a lot different than last year because just the knowledge base. You know, we talked about that all spring. But to have 37 players coming back that actually know all the terminology and the technique and the fundamentals, they're able to turn around to the guys that don't know, the younger guys, and coach them up. So we have a lot of players coaching players right now. And so the progress I think that we made this spring obviously is much better than it was last spring, but I think it happened faster this year too. So the expectation right now is we're happy with the 15 days of spring ball, and you know, our expectation is to start off at NRG against Texas Tech the way we finished at Mississippi State at the end of the fall.
Do you feel better about the running game, the running backs in particular, than maybe you did at the start of the spring?
No doubt, for two reasons. One, we didn't see coming. We had a number of receivers, none of them seriously hurt, but out for various reasons. And so we went into a lot of the practices with even more of a focus on the run game than we had initially planned, and it was already a focus for us. And so we got a lot more reps in the run game. We developed some younger linemen who have done a really good job coming along. And we have a stable of running backs right now, two of whom were brand new. And Eric Schwinny, who was basically our third guy last year, he came back as, you know, the veteran. So we got a lot of reps for those guys, both in practice and in the spring ball game today, and I think it's going to help us on the ground.
Where do you think Alex Givens fits when he comes back?
Well, Alex Givens fit nicely last year, but he was our everything guy. He could play either guard spot, either tackle spot. And, so he was that real valuable sixth man off the bench. This year, I think Alex is going to be an every down starter for us. We're still planning to try to play 8 or 9 linemen, but Alex will be an every down guy for us, and we'll be happy to get him back. He did work out this spring.
About what percentage of the playbook were you working with today, and are you happy with the execution of those plays?
Oh, we were happy with some, not with others. I think the twos really struggled today. We have some young guys, some walk-ons, some inexperienced players, so that was a little bit more of a learning curve with the twos. That might be a little bit more similar to what we saw last spring. The ones, there are some veterans, there are some guys that know the deal and some guys that have played, and we got better execution out of those guys. So all in all, it was good to get young guys reps, because at some point this season we're going to need a few of them to win a football game.
How happy were you with Altavius Cooley's performance?
Cooley is a bright spot from the spring, and he's done a lot to, try to get himself going. And I think he made a lot of plays this spring, and he's a big boy making some athletic plays. He's just he's a great blend of physicality inside the box. I mean, he can play with anybody physically, and I think he'd tell you, and I would say he needs to get himself in better shape. And instead of being able to go 3, 4, 5 plays in a row, he needs to be able to handle those 6, 7, 8 play drives that we have, that I think when he gets tired, he's not the same player. And I think he feels the same way. So probably the focus for him now through August is going to be just to get in better shape so he can play at a high level a little bit longer while he's out there. But he's a heck of a football player.
Coach, just kind of talk about Gabe Angel's performance too. It seems like y'all found a lot of success with him over the middle. Just talk about the way he's progressed this spring.
Well, Gabe is a group of a number of tight ends that we have that are getting a lot more reps in our open packages right now because of those injury to the receivers. And so probably in the first time in my career, we've gone the last 6, 7 practices, all 12 personnel.
You see Alex Manuel